Are we live?
We are live. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Computer definitely crashed on me, so I apologize on that. But we are back up.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it says we live.
Yeah, guys, technical difficulties, but it happens from time to time. But I guess just in case what I said didn't get captured, pretty much we were talking about the GameStop, talking about GameStop trying to buy eBay, and I was basically saying I didn't feel like this was gonna work out. I gave it like a negative 10% chance of them actually buying eBay, and it's probably even lower that it'll be successful if they did purchase it. Because I think this is like the third time I said game law, but GameStop, they haven't been, successful in like a long time. So I don't know how they're gonna make eBay more successful. So yeah, I don't know. But you continue, Mr. Samuel.
Essentially what I said was, or my take on the whole situation is, I assume that Ryan Cohen, the CEO of GameStop, has something that we don't know about, whether it's like, I don't even know, the secret sauce or hidden weapon. I don't know what he got behind closed doors, but the fact that we don't really know what he's bringing to the table, apart from just buying shares at $125, it makes me think that there's more to this than what was led on. It makes me think that someone big behind the scenes is backing his play. Maybe it's the Saudis, maybe it's someone else that we might know, well, obviously not know of, but know of, that could be backing this play. And like I said earlier, when this crashed, I said I gave it a 25 to a 50% chance, just because too many unknown variables. Anything can happen with this deal, it looks like. And it just so happens to remind me of the Paramount offering for Warner Brothers. Like, at first they were rejected, and then all of a sudden they just bought them up like it was nothing. So this kind of screams the same situation. I know it's a different medium. That was entertainment. This is a bit different. This is like e-commerce with a tad bit of retail and gaming. So it's a bit different, but it screams the same thing to me. And that is, he has a lot of confidence. And for me, when someone has a lot of confidence, even though they sound crazy, there's something to it. So we gotta look out for that. What do you think, Caleb?
The wind's just right.
I don't even think that man knew the stream had went down.
I might be talking to a baby girl right now.
Perfect.
All right, Angel, what you think?
Also believe.
Yeah, I think, anything could be possible, man. You just never know. I feel like there's been a lot of mergers, a lot of like takeovers in the last couple years. I feel like this is just another one. GameStop might do a surprise. Oh shit, GameStop now owns eBay. GameStop is now technically a bigger company now. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit like that can definitely shake the state of, the monopolies of all these, like, their big businesses. And man, it goes to show you, I mean, you might be small, you might not be worth what you used to be, but if you got big investors backing you up, anything is possible.
Do you think if they did get eBay, do you think they would be able to turn things around?
I mean, they'll have a lot more options, because now they have one of the biggest websites for fucking buying and trading and stuff like that when it comes to, like, used things. eBay is probably one of the biggest, used websites, and one of the OGs that are still alive, because Amazon is slowly taking everything over. And if the guy from GameStop wants to compete with Amazon, eBay would be the company to buy to try to compete. You know what I'm saying? And eBay be having a lot of shit too. You know, people don't sleep on eBay because a lot of you can still find a lot of stuff on eBay. And especially if they're worth what, 55 billion, you said. So obviously they're still a good company. They're still like a big company.
Yep.
That's true. All in all, though, it's just one of those things we're gonna have to keep an eye on, man.
Yeah, crazy.
See how the progression what it goes.
Definitely have to see.
But I guess we could get into our next topic. What do y'all want to talk about next?
I mean,
hold on. Let's jump right into it. You know, the whole
hold on. Before we jump into anything, you can't just disappear from the last topic, jump into the next topic without giving me. Hold on. You gotta tell us what you think.
I told you what I thought in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? I just think, you know, it's kind of weird. GameStop, you know, they're gonna make us use our gamer points. I don't know. I don't know if things are gonna get more expensive. Because I feel like GameStop is all about making money and, you know, cheaping out on you. Right. So I don't know. Oh, maybe I could see maybe they have some used games. You know, what if they offered some used games on eBay? That'd be interesting.
You know what's crazy?
So you could order it online, have it sent to you, versus having to go into a GameStop. You know, that's some things I could see.
You know what's crazy that I just thought of? Now that you mentioned it, Caleb. What if you went in there, sold your games, and they're like, yeah, you got 10 games and you want to sell them? All right, $1 each. And you're like, shit. And you sell them anyways because who else is going to buy them, right? And then you see those same games you sold that same day go on eBay. And they $10 a piece. Yo, that's crazy.
But you know, hey, I said my thing. I guess people ain't listening, man. That's all you, man. Nah, but I think the topic, man, the topic we need to talk about is a Bank of America. So essentially,
I ain't American, so how y'all feel about this?
Bank of America. If y'all don't know, the situation is, so you know, I've been a gamer my whole life. You know, gaming actually was expensive. You know, some of those old consoles, PS1. NES, we look at it now, they're cheap, but when they first came out, you know, they were, you know, the games cost a little bit, but I think the standard price was always $60 for a game. But then once they came out with this whole new gen idea, you know, or not new gen, but next gen idea, they try to say, well, oh, we need to, you know, have $10 more, you know, for development time to create all these next gen games. So the price of games went from $60 for a new game base price to $70. And a lot of people were upset with that. You know, a lot of gamers were unhappy. You know, there was a lot of controversy, protests. You know, there's some people who refused to buy $70 game and they would just wait for it to go on sale. Lots of stuff just like that. So them going from 60 to 70 already was a jump. You know, that they could try to say it was because of development time for next gen or the economy, inflation. But now, you know, you got these companies saying, well, shit, hey, we can... Hey, y'all, they paying for $70 game now? How about we go up and go to 80? You know, the Nintendo strategy. Here, you know what I'm talking about. Nintendo making Mario Kart $80 wasn't by on accident. All of these, you know, companies are in cahoots with each other to make a dime off of you. But you know, it's starting to get more blatant. Now the banks are trying to make money off a game, and you know what I'm saying? When you buy a game, hey, that goes to your bank statement. But somehow the banks are trying to make money off of gaming, and they're trying to say that Grand Theft Auto 6 needs to be $80 base price, so that not just for GTA 6, so every single game after that can now be $80. That's why they want GTA 6 to be $80 to set a new standard of gamers paying $80 for games. Yes. So my thing is, Bank of America, what the fuck? You need to, you know, sit down. You know, what makes you think, you know, you have some say within the gaming space? You know what I'm saying? It's just so out of pocket. But I think that's.
I actually got the article here. So the analyst from Bank of America, his name is Omar Dasuki. he said this during a recent like interactive innovation conference that Grand Theft Auto 6 getting a higher price tag will also allow other companies to similarly break the $70 barrier for AAA releases. Rather than simply being just good for Take-Two Interactive, Suzuki said that it would be in the best interest of the entire video game industry.
No.
We also heard from attendees that the industry, which is perceived as struggling, would have difficulty selling games for $80 if GTA 6 came out at $70, said Dasuki. We think it's we think it's in Take-Two's self-interest as a publisher and partner to many developers to raise the price point for the entire industry. Bank of America is far from the first entity to have discussed the possibility of Grand Theft Auto 6 being more expensive for buyers than other AAA games. Back in March 2025, Wedbush Securities analyst Michael Packer also posited that Rockstar Games and Take-Two might decide on a $100 price tag for the highly anticipated game. He noted that this could possibly be achieved by the companies bundling in-game rewards for GTA Online alongside GTA 6.
Perfect angle.
And from there, it's just a lot of other nuanced stuff. But the main point was just Red. I don't know how this would be good for the industry, raising prices for $70 or even $80. And the fact that, you know, people are already suggesting you can bundle the game up to $100, like, what are we doing? And they could possibly bundle the game up to $100 based on the GTA Online stuff. But I mean, like, this game ain't even releasing on PC day one. It's just gonna be on consoles. So you're gonna have the console folk drop $100 to fund this game, and when in 2 years comes, you know, Nintendo will probably get it, PC will get it, and they're gonna get it at a reduced price. Not even getting it for $100. They're getting it for like maybe $50 on a sale.
I just think what a lot of gamers do. I think I just saw the stat. It was like 57% of like Gen Z don't pay full price for games. Like, if they think that more people, this is going to help the gaming industry, it's not. What people are going to do is just not buy games at release, which is going to look bad on the numbers. And then once the game goes on sale because it didn't sell well, that's when people will buy it. But if people, you raising prices on games, one, it's a hobby. It's not. It's a luxury. It's not a necessity. It's not a necessity. There's going to be a point where people will just be like, "Hey, like I can't buy it." You know, people are actually going to have less money to buy games. Like, let's say, I'll put it this way, right? So if every game was $20, people would be able to buy more games. But if you make games too expensive, where people would be like, have to pick and choose, hey, they're either gonna go free to play or they're gonna have to pick, you know, one popular game and then skip out on some stuff, and leaving them less money to try out new stuff. So yeah, it's honestly, no, that this is not it. But I know, like, you know, but GTA 6, I mean, initially people were talking about the game being $100, but what I don't like about the statement is them trying to find ways to make excuses to raise prices for gaming across the board. That's my issue. Not honestly, I think if GTA 6 is 80, that'd be a steal. Now, even if GTA 6 is 80, that doesn't mean other games can be 80. That doesn't mean oh, they come out with Sonic Crossworlds 2 is $80. No.
We've had this conversation, you know, several times. Like right. I mentioned earlier, there's only a few companies that could pull that off. Mainly GTA can do that, being unscathed, and the other companies I would say are EA and 2K. The reason being is because they're the only two companies that we know about that produce quality AAA sports simulator games. And if they decide, yo, you know, 2K don't make this, 2K don't make UFC, we're charging you $100. Where are you gonna get UFC from? If 2K says, yo, we're the only one that makes basketball games, we ran EA out of business, we charge you $100, where are you gonna play a basketball game?
But yeah, long story short, I mean, games of the year contenders, Hollow Knight, $20, Expedition, $33, $50, like, yeah, $80 is not going to be the standard. A lot of companies, you know, what's going to end up happening, let's say they do that, indie studios are going to just be more prominent because with their cheaper games, but, you know, more creative vision, I think they're going to get a lot more, you know, it might help them. But in terms of these billion-dollar AAA companies, it's not going to work out the way they think it is. So,
Perfect angle.
yeah, but it's a bank. What do you expect from a bank? You know what I'm saying? At the same bank where if you got zero money, they trying to give you, what do they call it? Overdraft fees. You know what I'm saying? So end of
I
the
don't
day,
even bank with them niggas, bro.
yeah, heck no. You know, you gotta get I'm at Community America Credit Union. You know, find you a credit union or something. But
The wind's just right.
yeah, these banks, it just shows you what's on their modern day agenda. Is, you know, taking your resources. Like I said, it's a big club,
Perfect angle.
and you're not in it. But you know, they be scheming. You know,
The wind's
and this is
just
what
right.
always cracks me up. When people are like, oh, you know, inflation, thinking like, yo, like all the prices going up ain't got nothing to do with the inflation. It's about profit margins, and these, you know, CEOs that have, you know, billion-dollar salaries are trying to find ways that they can make even more money off of the common man. So it ain't got nothing to do with no inflation. They just greedy.
Stick to the plan.
I would not be paying. You know, GTA 6 might be the only game I'll pay $80, but it with no DLC, because what they're talking, I mean, like, obviously, let's say there's a $70 game, and they have like DLC and early access.
I mean,
Yeah, people will pay more, but base.
When's the last time
Base?
they dropped DLC unless it hasn't been DLC for online? They don't do
Right.
DLC.
But
we don't
in
really
base
play
game,
Perimeter clear.
no, $80 is like if you buy the deluxe edition of a game. You know what I'm saying? Early access,
Stay
but
balanced.
base price, hell no. But like I said, I feel like, you know, part of the delays for GTA 6 has been just for development, but I think another half of it is the industry's trying to find a way to make the most money off of the game. So that, whether that be releasing it with a next gen console, trying to raise the price in order to set the standard, whatever it is, you know, it's fishy. It's fishy. But yeah, I mean, that's
I
my
agree
thoughts
with
on
everything
it.
you just said, Caleb.
Stay balanced.
Sounds fishy.
And they wonder why a bunch of gamers just stay on Fortnite, because at least Fortnite free to play.
The thing is,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you brought that statistic, Caleb, because that's a fact. Most Gen Z gamers and most new Gen gamers right now, they all play live service games. They play Fortnite, they play Apex, they play Rivals, they play Overwatch. They don't play games where they gotta pay to get in. They play games
Guess what?
where you can get in and you can pay for everything else you want afterwards.
They try to say gaming, gaming's for kids, for young people. All right, well, you think kids got money? No. What they if they ain't got no money and their parents ain't gonna buy them no game, what game they gonna play? Free to play. You know what I'm saying? So,
And most gamers nowadays are mobile gamers too. That's another
yeah,
thing.
because you know, hey, your parents bought you $1,000 iPhone, and now you can pay all kinds of games on your $1,000 iPhone or hardware that you got. So,
Why you think they brought Call of Duty to mobile? Why you think they brought all these Ubisoft games to mobile? Why you think they brought GTA to mobile? There's a reason why. The stats say most gamers are mobile gamers.
yeah. But yeah, this is why I never give the benefit of the doubt to companies, because they are trying to find ways to get in your pocketbook. Whether it's Sony,
Complete.
whether it's Bank of America, they on some other stuff. Well, that's my thoughts. What do y'all
The
think?
wind's
You know, I
just
don't know.
right.
I know.
Said
Angel,
this is,
Angel Nano, I guess, or Nano said he agreed. And Angel, what's Angel's thoughts on all of this, man? Mr. Whale, maybe he don't care because, you know, he's like, hey,
I mean,
want to see
technically for
something.
him, I don't think he really cares, because GTA is not going to drop day and date on PC like it does for consoles. Like, he's going to have to wait at least a year, maybe 2 tops. And by the time it drops on PC, it's going to come out at a discounted price.
I still think that's stupid. I still think it's so stupid that Rockstar won't just release the game simultaneously. Why do PC players gotta wait?
Confirmed
The
that?
wind's just right.
Yeah, they said they're not
It's been
focusing on
3
PC.
games.
They said that, yeah.
I wonder why. Because the PC market has like blown up. So I don't know. Like, I wonder if they see most of their player base from console,
Probably.
which I guess
that's
still
where it
kinda makes
originated.
sense.
Man, that'd be hard to like. I don't know. That's
I
kind
mean,
of crazy.
technically, you know, their player base originated on PC with the first couple of GTAs that were top down on PC. GTA didn't really blow up until GTA 3 when it went 3D.
Let me ask y'all this. What is an acceptable price for you guys for GTA?
Honestly, anywhere between $70 to $100. And I say $100 max because they're the only company that could pull that shit where I wouldn't like bat an eye. I'd be like, you know what, fuck. It is.
I'm cool with the $80 for them. I would say max. Yeah, I agree with Sammy. I would say if it's 110, hell no. 120, hell no. It has to be.
If it's a double over 100, it's a pass. If it's $9.99 or $99.99, then yeah, you know what I mean. But you can't sell me at 101.
Yeah. So exactly. But
So,
honestly, I think that's. Yeah, go ahead, Nano. My bad.
For me, I think GTA should be $80.
Yep.
I am very nervous that if GTA starts pushing $90 to $100,
Perfect angle.
other companies will try to do the same thing. Now,
That doesn't matter though. Let's be honest. Even if they did do that, Nano, we wouldn't buy those games, and they would all take a loss, and they would realize they don't got the buy-in power, or they don't got the stay-in power that GTA does. GTA.
that's true, but I still don't want to set a precedent that GTA could charge people $100
I agree.
to buy their game, because let's be honest, the base game is probably gonna be, pretty good, I'd say. But if we're just talking about online, I mean, it's still.
Now that I think about it, you think they're gonna split the damn game into two and make it like a bundle where you pay for GTA Online alongside the base game itself, where they can charge it $100? Let's see. Or do you think, because that's what they're doing right now with the GTA 5, like they split it into two, where you can just buy the online, or you can buy the story mode. You know what I'm talking about, right?
See, but that's what I'm saying, man. Because people, they just right now, it feels like GTA could just get away with tomfoolery. Oh, like I don't know, bro. I don't want GTA to go too crazy, man, because if your game get big enough, that just means you could get away with murder. So for me, I think GTA should just be humble, stay at 80. You're gonna make your money online, so you don't need to,
Cards and all that.
yeah, you don't have to go ballistic with base price. And, just chill. You're still gonna be getting a shit ton of money for GTA 5 for years to come. So yeah, I don't think they need to go to $100. Now, I honestly, I think if they stay at around $80, I feel like it would actually, in a way, kind of show. It would look good in the public, because everybody. GTA never, Rockstar never said shit about their game being over $80. That was just people and outlets just throwing that out
That's
there.
still basically saying, I will simp for this company. I will pay $200 base price. Just people basically, this is why people get exploited. This is why Game Loft comes out with $50 passes for 10 shards for one character, is because there are weak-minded people who will do it. And these game companies know it. And so, yeah, like you said, it wasn't even Rockstar saying that. Just people showing how much they will simp for a game.
Bank of America.
Yep, which is exactly why I'm saying the highest I think this game should go is 80. I'm not gonna let them get away just because people are all right with them making it $100. Because once we start saying that, who knows what other companies are gonna follow suit? And yeah, most of them probably won't, you know,
The wind's
be able to
just
sell
right.
as much. But there are still some peak games that, if they are that price, will still sell.
I'll handle this.
So I think Rockstar should just keep it at 80. Get your money from the online sales. You know, get the money
I'll handle this.
from the back end. They're, you know, you great. You don't. It's gonna look good for the people. More people are gonna be able to get it faster. You know, just Rockstar, just chill out, man. Just chill out. So that's my opinion. Also, oh yeah, I don't know what the fuck Bank of America got going on, but screw it up.
Broke my windshield. You better
Angel, how you feel? I know you're gonna get the game later than us, but I know you still got an opinion on this.
Man, fuck that shit.
He said if I'm not playing on release,
Oh, I'll be playing on release. Best believe that. I have an Xbox Series X and a PS5. I can choose which my poison at that point.
okay.
Now, I'm definitely getting a day one. I mean, I was definitely getting on PC too because I want to be able to uncap my frames, but I'm definitely getting it on console.
What's the highest price?
$80. Yeah. $80 is fair. Yeah, I mean, games are damn near $80 already at base at this point.
Yeah. Well, it's shit. Games are already $90 for me.
Let me out here. I live in the dream, man.
Nah, that's what happens when you're not American.
But you know, I guess that leads us to our next topic, man.
I guess we can, before we jump into all the other trailers and whatnot, we could talk about the well, actually no, the trailers aren't yet. So I guess the next topic we could talk about is the Steam controller. So what y'all think about that, man?
That's the thing that's supposed to be coming out with the Steam machine, right?
Yeah, but it already launched before the Steam machine.
Is that the one with the two little pads?
Yep.
I actually think it looks pretty good. Wait,
So-
did they have a price for that?
Yeah, $99.99. So pretty much $100.
Damn, Bank of America got the controller. They said forget $70, $80 for the controller, man.
The funny thing is the controller already sold out, and the scalpers are selling it on eBay as we speak for like $400, $500.
Hey, you got me fucked up.
Controller is crazy.
$400 controller. That's the price. You know, $400, $500. That's the price of a console. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
And on eBay too.
But yeah, nah, man.
So
I mean, I
think the spec.
I think it looks good. It looks like it's gonna be a comfortable controller.
I'm
hoping it's durable.
The group chat.
Yeah, I see how it looked, but I don't know. It's just one of those things that I'm gonna be honest. I think I was thinking about. I probably would have got one if I was gonna get the Steam machine. I was interested in the Steam machine, but now that I decided I'm just gonna go full on PC, I don't really see myself getting it though.
Well, most people that have reviewed the controller already had said there's no compatibility with consoles. It's only compatible with PCs and the Steam Deck, and I guess obviously the Steam machine. So you can rule out using this as a pro controller. And I say rule this out as a pro controller because as I sent, you know, the group chat, the layout for the controller, you know, there are standard buttons and there's back buttons. Obviously you got the track pads in the front on the face of the controller. The ergonomics of the controller kind of remind me of the PS5 controller ish. I say this because the two analog sticks are right beside each other. The D-pad is further off, closer to the edge of the plate. I don't know how I feel about that. It's a bit weird. Every time I used a DualShock controller, it felt weird in my hands, just because I was not used to like the sticks being right beside each other and me having to kind of go out of my way to press the D-pad. They do have a lot going on with this controller. So apparently it has a 30+ hour battery life. So the battery lasts pretty long.
Which is
35+ hours. Yep.
The PlayStation battery is dog doodle shit.
Damn. So there's a thing called grip sense. So 2 times the capacitive areas along the back of the Steam controller handles. I'm not sure what grip sense is, but there is gyro controls, and it's 6-axis. The 2 trackpads come with haptic feedback. They're also pressure sensitive for configurable click strength. There's haptics for the motors in the trackpads. I can't talk today, Jesus. And also the thumbsticks, they're TMR, so they're magnetic. So if you're worried about stick drift, guess what? This is your best friend. I guess that's part of the reason why the controller is $100, but I also have to guess it's also because of the trackpads. You know, your standard A, B, X, Y buttons, the D-pad, the left and right analog triggers, the left and right bumpers. You also have the view and menu buttons. That's a bit different, I believe. I think they took that from the Xbox controller, because that's the only controller I know with the view and menu button. You also have the Steam home button in the middle of the controller, just like how PlayStation has the PlayStation button in the middle and the Xbox controller has an Xbox button in the middle. I guess that takes you home. And then you also have 4 assignable grip buttons. So the back paddles that they got, or the back buttons that they got. From what I heard, a lot of the reviewers talking about this controller, the ergonomics feel very good, which is essential for any controller player, because one thing about gaming with a controller, if the ergonomics feel off, you can't game. It don't matter how good you are. It's just gonna throw everything off. The number one thing that I guess a lot of people brought up that they liked in terms of pros and cons, they said that the thumbsticks, the gyros, and the touchpads were all great. The battery life was a plus because it lasts long, day and a half, and then you have the design being very good. The cons that everyone for the most part had, that obviously is the priciest controller, even though technically I guess you can say this is a semi-pro controller. And then, you know, you can't use it on consoles, so that's another thing. And no audio jack, so no headphones plugging into this controller.
That's rough.
Target confirmed.
Based on everything I had mentioned, what do you guys think about this? This is a hit.
It sounds pretty good. Pretty much when the mic I use uses a headphone jack, so I guess that would kind of suck for me, but I mean, yeah.
Time for the professionals
I
to
think
take
overall it sounds pretty good.
Delivery, please sign here. Let's settle.
I don't know. Looks good to me. Looks like it'll feel nice. I don't really have a problem with it.
How you feel about this, Caleb?
Overpriced but good controller.
Apparently, aren't some like quality controllers like really expensive?
Yeah,
but that's how it is. Yeah, the Pro. Yeah, with the pads on the back and stuff. A lot of that's probably why they made it 90, damn near 100, is because like those. Oh, you know, I hear people say, "Oh, you want a controller? They ain't got no stick drift. You know, get this. You know, super controller. Yeah, it'd be like 120." But my thing with third-party controllers, I don't fuck with them ever since. Well, no, it's not controller. I think it was one time I bought a third-party dock for the Switch and it broke my Switch. and I had to send it to Nintendo, and they weren't able to recover my data, so they had to send me a whole new Switch for free. But yeah, I don't mess with them third-party docks. I'm careful with third-party stuff.
That's in the
ever since
warranty,
then.
so I guess because it was third party, Nintendo was like, "Hey, I guess this covers it."
It was a whole lawsuit. It was a lawsuit because
against Nintendo, or Nintendo put out a lawsuit against them.
There was a lawsuit, I think, against Nintendo and the dock company. So Nintendo ended up, and I guess in order to appease the people who had gotten their Switches wiped, just giving them new Switches that got the dock, because the third-party dock that was released got the Nintendo license or approval. So, but anyway, that company is that company. I think was it the company that came up with Mad Catz controllers. I forgot what third-party company it was, but yeah, I'm not buying third-party docks no more. So with controllers, my thing, the PS5 has like cool features though. I like it. It got the gyro. I like the vibration features. If you play Astro's Playroom, it showed off a lot of the features that the controller has. And sometimes with these third-party controllers that are over $100,
did we crash again? Okay, I was about to say. Sorry.
They don't always have the same features that the PlayStation controller has. So like, maybe it doesn't have all of the vibration features, and maybe it doesn't have the gyro controllers. So I don't know. I'll stick to the basics. While I will say having like a touchpad and then having like a back buttons is nice, but sometimes there's just features that are missing.
How you feel about this, Angel? I know you the resident PC gamer. Angel?
Yeah, man, in another universe.
Shit, I didn't know I was muted. My bad. Yo, what happened?
How you feel about the controller? Is this something you would use?
The Steam controller? I don't know.
Yeah.
I've been an Elite Series.
What controller do you carry
right now?
Okay, the Xbox controller.
I mean, I'll try it out. I'll try it out, but I don't know if it's something that I would like, because it's hard to find that one controller that feels nice. I tried PlayStations and they feel all right, but I always go back to the Xbox controllers. But about the Xbox controllers just feel right for me.
The wind's just right.
Okay.
And plus $100 too. Like, that's kind of crazy.
I mean, it is, but technically you'd be able to use it for like games on Steam.
I mean, but I can do that. I can do that with my Xbox controller.
Yeah, but you got a trackpad, so like games that you utilize a mouse and stuff like that, where you need like a mouse click or you need to move with like a mouse feel or a mouse touch, you'd be able to use that on the controller.
That's what gyro's for. You actually, if you get your gyro controls on point, you can get some like pinpoint accuracy.
I get that, but not every game is gonna have gyro.
Yeah.
That's the issue. And because you're on PC, they optimize for like the lowest denominator, and that's someone with a mouse and keyboard for the most part. Like, they'd have to go and support or add the support for a controller gyro. But I think Steam might have got a hit, or Valve might have got a hit here, because like I said earlier, controller did sell out and rather fast after launching, and the fact that scalpers are already going crazy with this on eBay should tell you everything you need to know about this controller. If you game primarily on PC, maybe this is something you check out if you're trying to get into a controller. Otherwise, you already have a lot of options, whether it's third party or from Microsoft, Nintendo, and Sony. You can use those controllers on PC. But the next topic we got is, we do a lot of leaking on this channel, and most of the times when we talk about the leaks, it's Disney Speedstorm. Well, this time around, it's none other than Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders actually got data mined. I don't know if it's the same people that data mine Speedstorm, but shout out to the data miners because we wouldn't know about these leaks without you. And apparently there's a lot that's going to be coming to the game in coming months. So one of the biggest things that the community was asking for was like a trading hub or just the option to trade with other players. And that was actually found in the data mine where you can trade alongside other players. Another thing is that there's going to be like clans. I know this is not really a big thing, but I thought it was weird how you couldn't like kind of create like a social club and add all your friends there. And that way, you know, you can add raiders who normally go on certain type of raids and ask them if they can join you. I know this is a feature that's already in the finals, so I'm not surprised that it's already coming to Arc Raiders. I mean, it just feels like it's a given at this point. Another thing that was talked about was the new map conditions that were going to be coming. So the ones that we have here, or that I have here on my screen that I can see, is there's 6 brand new map conditions that are going to come to the game. So the first one is Arc Operation Dead Reckoning, and the description for this is a frigate, the UFO, will roam the map. So the UFO was something that was shown during the hurricane map rotation or map condition. So if anyone has played the hurricane map condition, you know at around the 16-minute mark, there's something that flies above you in the hurricane and it's shining blue, like there's a blue light. And a lot of people were speculating what that might be, if it's a future arc that's going to come in the big April update leading into Riventides, but we got the turbines, so it couldn't be that. A lot of people are suggesting that it's the UFO from the hurricane map condition. And also to tie into that, what was said is that you can actually ride on top of this UFO. So we're gonna have to see what that's all about. But the next map condition is Toxic Swamp. So there's geothermal fissures, and they've erupted beneath the swamp, releasing both toxic gases and rare natural resources. So I'm guessing this is gonna add some new, I guess, floral resources to the game, or just more like minerals in general that we can use to craft different items that are going to possibly come in the game when this map condition comes out. Maybe it's going to lead to having Arc act differently as well on the map. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe we're going to get gas masses coming to the game as well, so that'd be interesting. The other map condition that we have, which is the third one, is Acid Rain. So I don't think I got to explain that. But you're probably not going to want to be outside when this is going on. And maybe it helps you take on the Arc because it'll corrode the armor on the Arc. And this would probably be the best map condition to go on when you need Arc, when you need parts from the Arc, whether you need to craft a new legendary weapon or you got to have some items needed for what do you call it, a project that you have to get done, like the weather machine that we had to make, or the new project that we have right now based on Riventides, where they give you rewards. So these projects are like objectives that you got to complete and you get rewards for. The fourth map condition is Heat Wave. A scorching sun has been beaten down on everything and everyone, making it exhausting just to get around. Stay in the shadows if you can. I guess, well, I've been in a heat wave before. It's not fun. I don't know how bad it's going to be in game or what the benefits of being in a heat wave are going to be like, if there are any, but this has piqued my interest a bit. So the craziest one I think so far, which is the fifth map condition, is the Queens. Multiple Queens have been spotted in the area, though no harvester seems to be anywhere nearby. So if you ever played this game, you know that the Queens are usually spawned in on the map during the harvester map condition, and they protect the harvester because the harvester has the legendary blueprints that you need to craft the legendary weapons. However, from the description, it says there are no harvesters. That means the queens are just roaming on the map. And one queen is bad enough when you're not coordinated. Now you're saying there's multiple. We don't know if it's 2. We don't know if it's 3. We don't know if it's 4. We don't know if you destroy a queen, more will spawn in. Because what we do know is when you destroy the queen from the harvester map condition, it doesn't spawn again. So now we don't know how many queens are going to be on the map and if they respawn once they're destroyed. And then the last map condition is repair the extraction. So the description says most return points have been broken down and will need to be repaired before they can be used. This is kind of scary because you don't know if there's going to be a rat trying to kill you while you repair the extract and then take your stuff and then leave. I'm probably just going to use a hatch key and dip because I ain't trying to sit around and play Kumbaya and try to repair something with a group and then all of a sudden someone pulls out the Torrente and smokes me and takes all my shit. Like, I'm sorry, man. I don't got time for that. But yeah, this is some crazy stuff. The fact that you're going to be able to trade with others, a lot of people are suggesting this could be the start of them adding the social hub to the game, where it's going to be a spot like how they have in Marvel Rivals. You can go to New York and have a hangout. You can go to the club and all that. But I want to say the last big thing that they talked about was the map that's going to be coming to the game. It's a winter themed map. It's called Frozen Trail. And there's not much information on it, but a lot of people are speculating it's going to act the same as the cold snap modifier, which is another map condition where if you're out in the cold for too long, you will take frost damage and it will take damage to your health. So that could be a permanent thing now that we're getting the frost or winter themed map, which is the Frozen Trail. What do you guys think about this? I know they just had the biggest update that the game was seen last month or a week ago, and now, you know, all this stuff has been leaked. You think this is going in the right direction for the company right now?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it sounds like you're pretty excited for it, so if you're pretty excited for it, I'd imagine other Arc Raiders fans are also just as excited.
Well, there's a big buzz right now in the community. So
I don't really play the game, but the UFO stuff sounds cool.
Yep. And I know, you know, usually when it comes to like live service games and stuff, content like this, you know, usually brings back a lot of players that stop playing. So I could see, you know, some players that have probably felt like the game was a bit stagnant. I can see them coming back.
The same ones that came back after Riventide's dropped. Yep. But I'm excited to see where the future lies with this game. You know, they said they have I believe it was a 10-year plan, and I believe them. Because like I said, you know, the finals has been around.
Destiny or Destiny 1.
Yeah, because I mean, the finals, their first game's been around for what
Don't
3 years
remind me
now?
about 10-year games.
And now they're saying they want to have this last around 10 years. So I could see it happening if the finals can last for however long it's lasted now.
Yep.
And it seems like they
Good
update
luck.
the game more frequently than the finals, which is kind of crazy to me.
Good luck, Arc
Because I
Raiders.
thought the finals was updated pretty frequent as well, like every 2 weeks or whatever the case was. But this game gets updated every week. So I wish GameLoft had that, where the devs would just update the game every week. Every time we had something to report or something like that, they'd come and fix the game. But I don't know, maybe it's a spaghetti code or whatever. But, you know, when devs care about their game, it shows. You know, we got the devs, Pearl Abyss, you know, going crazy with Crimson Desert. We had the devs from No Man's Sky go crazy with that game, brought it life. You know, CD Projekt Red with Cyberpunk and The Witcher 3. And now we're seeing this with Arc Raiders. So you love to see it. I think this is the reason why this game separates itself from other extraction shooters. I'm not too well versed with Hunt Showdown. I've never played it, although I do own the game. And I'm not too versed with Tarkov, but I have played the Divisions. And I know for me, that game seems very polished. I've never ran into any issues with that game. But I'm not sure when it was in its prime, how often it was frequently getting updated. So I can't speak on that. But for me, when a game, especially a live service, gets updated at that rate, it gives me a lot of hope in the team that's behind it because they care about their game and they want to see it succeed. How do you guys feel about that? Is that the same way for you guys?
Yep. I definitely think how often and how frequent you update your game definitely shows how much how much faith and how much it shows it shows good faith for players. It shows that devs are still interested. They probably got some stuff in the future planned for the game. It's good vibes all around. So we need more companies to be like, the people that make Arc Raiders and like Pearl Abyss and whatnot.
Yeah. But with all that said, it wouldn't be a talk about extraction shooters without mentioning Marathon at least once.
Yes, sir.
It's actually not in a good place. I've been saying that every episode now, week by week, and I'm just waiting to see what happens with this game because that will let me know what happens with Bungie.
Perfect angle.
This is a big topic right now because I don't even know if Angel knows. He probably does. He probably knows this already, but a lot of people are kind of just dumbfounded or mystified right now because this game is actually now competing with Destiny 2 in terms of player count. And in some instances, this game actually has more players than Marathon now. Or Destiny 2 actually has more players than Marathon now. What's your guys' take on this? Because if you ask me, this game just released like pretty much 2 months ago. And this game already has a player base that is struggling. Destiny 2's been out for however long. And the fact that now you're competing with a player base that's within your umbrella and you're losing is kind of crazy to me. What do you guys feel about this?
Shit. I'm still keeping my faith in a Marathon. And I definitely still see a lesson over here. I mean, who knows, man? The devs could eventually put out some changes that end up bringing more casual players. You never know. Now, I don't know. That might kind of fuck with the hardcore fan base, but we will see.
Angel, how you feel about this? I know you the biggest Destiny guy out there, I know. And this got it kind of... I could see it being two things for you. One, it could be funny to you. And two, it can kind of be like a slap in the face to you. How do you feel about this?
Bungie, give the rights to Destiny to somebody else. That's how I feel.
Man.
I mean, at this point, you ain't. I mean, yeah, you can go up because obviously you can't sink the ship any further than what you guys already have. But I mean, if you're not gonna like give a fuck about your games and you're dropping the ball, at least give your franchise to somebody that can save it at this point, because Bungie is far from saving at this point. I don't know.
So you want Bungie to give their IP up, both Marathon and Destiny?
I don't give a fuck about Marathon. I give a fuck about Destiny. That's the one I give a fuck about, and they literally abandoned it for Marathon, and Marathon ain't doing shit right now, and that's the most upsetting part of everything is the game. You abandoned Destiny for a game that's not doing better than Destiny at this point.
All right, I'll indulge your idea. If Bungie were to sell off the IP of Destiny, which studio would be able to take it and save it?
The studio that made Forsaken. Because it wasn't just Bungie that the Forsaken, the DLC for Destiny 2. It was literally regarded as the best expansion in the history of all Destiny. And I mean Bungie made it, but they've also made it with like 2 or 3 separate like studios that helped them. And those are the studios.
Collaboration.
Yeah, and those studios really is what really helped make that Forsaken what it was. So if there's any studios that I would trust, is those people that helped with the Forsaken.
Okay. If it wasn't those studios though, and it had to be like another well-known studio, which ones do you think could take the helm and save this franchise?
What you said? You said like a different studio?
Yeah.
A different studio than those?
Like it was a AAA studio. Like what if it was Ubisoft?
Hell
What if it
no.
was
Hell no.
DICE or something? I
DICE?
mean, if it's the team behind the Division,
No,
I
hell
probably
no.
think they could do it.
No.
Alright.
Divisions try to duplicate and replicate what Destiny was, and they failed every single time with their own looter shooter, in my opinion. Some others might argue that, but I mean, Destiny 2 is still relevant till this day, even though it's dying. The game has been out for 10 plus years, a series, and as probably kept the interest than any game. You know, Anthem died. Anthem was supposed to be the Destiny killer. That shit died. End of service.
Yeah.
Boom. Division, not as big as Destiny. That shit, I mean, they might do something with Divisions 3, but you know, right now, you know, there's a lot of companies that tried the formula of Destiny, and every one of them failed to keep the interest of their player base as long as Destiny has. I don't know. I mean, that's also a hard thing because, you know, Bungie is what created that magic in Destiny. So you're like, you know, what if another company couldn't, you know, bring that magic back into the game? That's why I said what I said about the other studios, because they already have experience in it. You know what I'm saying? Like another company that tried to do that, I can't see it, man. If my dream company to build Destiny to what it was would be the original Bungie team, the people that left before Destiny 1 came out. Those
people that created Halo, the people that left Microsoft to make Halo. I mean, the people that left Microsoft that made Halo to make Destiny. Yeah.
And a lot of those OGs left before the game came out, the first one, because of a bunch of bullshit of Activision. So like, I want those people that left, because those people are the ones that had the vision of what we all wanted Destiny to be.
Right. Well, you heard it from the resident Destiny head himself. He said, give the IP away to somebody who cares. Because right now, both franchises, Marathon and Destiny, aren't looking so good. And the fact that a brand new IP you just dropped 2 months ago is not doing better than the IP you abandoned is kind of crazy. But speaking on extraction shooters or looter shooters, you know, we was just talking about the Division. The Division Resurgence that launched on mobile not too long ago actually got a shadow drop on PC. You can now play it on PC. So I do have a trailer here that we can show and react to. Hold on, this is the video?
This is what you sent me? I went to the VC. That was a video that I saw.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Now you got me second guessing myself.
But based on what you guys can see right now, what do you guys think?
Oh, okay, there we go. This is the video.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't that. I was like, what do you guys think about this being able to be played on PC now?
The Division?
Yeah, the Division Resurgence, the mobile game. They dropped it on PC now.
I mean, I guess that's good for the Division. You know, get another player base that's not just on mobile. I don't know if this was some type of gacha format style game.
Is this the gacha?
Game is no. From what I heard, this game's actually faithful to the Division.
So there's no gacha aspect in this game whatsoever.
From what I heard, no.
For a free-to-play game, that's kind of weird.
The wind's just right.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's good for people who were playing on PC and always
maybe the loot boxes or whatnot.
On PC, prefer playing on PC.
You can play this on.
So I can see that being a plus.
I'm going to download it.
I definitely do want to check it out, knowing that I could play this on PC. Not that I wouldn't have tried it out on mobile. It's just I like playing it like a mobile game. I like playing it on PC just to try it out and see how it feels, because I know, you know, Google Play now has a PC emulator, but I know you can also use the BlueStacks and play the mobile games that way too. That's how I normally play my games on mobile nowadays. But if it's anything like the Division, which they've said is pretty faithful to, I'm definitely gonna give it a try at some point. I'm not sure what team it is that's behind this one, but if it's the same team behind Destiny Rising, you know, I'm not surprised that it's doing good, because I know Angel was loving the hell out of that mobile game.
Yep. I mean, shout out, man. You know, I think it's always a plus whenever your game gets put on PC, man.
The next topic, we got Conan Exiles Enhanced. So, you know, normally when a game gets a new version, you can expect to see a price tag alongside of it. But, you know, the team behind Conan Exiles, Funcom, they said, no. This is just an upgrade to the Unreal Engine from 4 to 5. This shit's free if you already own the game, and you can enjoy the new benefits to this. And this trailer that we're about to watch, it kind of blew my mind that just upgrading from 4 to 5, the way that the game got treated and got a facelift was crazy to me. But also, it shows something else. Like, to all the scummy developers and publishers out there, I'm talking about you guys that created Ark, Survival Evolved. You know, for people that said that, you know, they're going to do an enhanced edition and then later on charged everyone for it, I find that kind of scummy. even though it was just an update to the game. It wasn't anything new, no DLC, nothing like that. And then you got another publisher and developing studio that's in the same genre as you, competing with you, give out a free update to their game. This is what time we're in for gaming right now, you know. People setting bad standards and people setting good standards. So this is something I like to see.
So it's just like a free update?
Yeah, it's free. So essentially anyone who already owns the game on PC gets this for free. It's not available for consoles, but they haven't ruled it out coming to consoles. And from this trailer alone, it changes a lot to the game. Like, so there's this one area that is separate from like the base game, like a different map, and it now combines both of the maps together with this update.
It's funny how you bring up that Ark shit, because it looked like people in the comments comparing it to Ark, saying the Ark devs was fucking people over with the $40 update.
Yep.
That's basically like this.
Yep, that's the reason why I didn't buy Ark, the update, the enhanced, because I bought the full version of the first game that was on PS4 and Xbox One. Bought the full version, like the Ultimate Edition. Then they're like, yeah, we're gonna do an update for Series X and S and PS5, and it's gonna be free. Then they backtracked and then they charged everybody for it. And I'm like, nope, not doing that. Not supporting you guys with that.
So, I mean, do you play Conan Exiles?
I was actually gonna buy it the other day because it was on sale, and then when I saw this trailer, I was like, damn. So they're just gonna do a free update for everybody?
So that means you're still gonna buy it?
The wind's just right.
Yeah, probably on PC though.
Okay. Well, hey, man.
Stick to
From
the
what
plan.
I've seen in the trailer, shit looked good, man.
It does.
And I'm assuming this is one of those online survival type games.
Yep, it is.
Okay. Yeah, I actually don't hear too much people talk about it though. Maybe
Well,
I
they're
just
talking
don't know
about it
people.
now. They weren't talking about it before. They're talking about it now.
Yeah, I don't know anybody that's played. I've known a couple people that played Ark though.
Yeah. Well, Ark is a bit different because what Ark benefits from is that they had the dinosaurs, right? And everybody was trying to.
Perimeter clear.
It was like Minecraft, but with dinosaurs, if that makes sense. Everybody was out there trying to tame the dinosaurs. Conan didn't really have that. It's like, and with Conan, it's almost like you're fighting giants, you're fighting different kind of bosses. It's a bit different. I mean, you can still tame things as you saw in the trailer, but it's not to the same extent as Ark, where you can go out there and tame like the entire dinosaur ecosystem. That makes sense. And I just think like games that have dinosaurs always do a bit better, just because, you know, that's something that we've always imagined growing up. Like, what would dinosaurs be like? So the intrigue draws people in.
Yeah, man. All in all, from what I've seen, if I was a Conan Exiles fan, I'd be hyped. And I agree, man. I don't know much about Ark, but when you got the same genre, y'all both giving out updates, and one is for free and one costs $40, but it's basically damn near the same thing.
Hope I get a
Gotta
nice
kind of start looking at the other devs a little crazy.
Yeah, just a little bit different, because like you could, like, they made theirs free. You couldn't do that too. I know you wanted to make a quick buck, but like, what does that do for your integrity? Like, what does that do for people that look at you now? People kind of look at you cross-eyed, like, yeah, they're a good development studio, but like, they're kind of scummy. Like, you don't want that reputation.
Yeah. Now, the only thing I will say, is because I don't play Arc. I don't know exactly what entails for the expansion, because some expansions, you know, are like worth the money. But, you know, is this a case of expansion being justified for being that price, or just another company just being one to, you know, be good to their player base and decide not to charge?
I mean, I don't think it's justified when you come out and say we're gonna do this for free, and then turn around and ask people to pay for
Spin
the
and clear.
upgrade.
That's what they said.
Yeah, but essentially, it's like, oh, we're coming out with an update. It's gonna be free. It's gonna be a free update, and then eventually they're like, no, you gotta pay for it now.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
If they said that, then yeah, that would definitely is
And
crazy.
again, same result.
But I know we briefly talked about it last week, but you know, Diablo did get a facelift. The entire game got a facelift from top down. It got scrubbed clean,
I'll handle this.
and it feels like a fresh game, a new game. I've been hearing nothing but great things about it since,
Just what we
and I
need.
just wanted to, you know, showcase a trailer that we could all watch with the new and improved Diablo
Where's
4.
this
I
headed?
guess we can call it Diablo 4.5.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, Nano. When I get back into this, I'm definitely gonna be playing as a paladin class. That's just my go-to. I normally always try to play like a faith-based class or like a battle mage. So this is definitely right up my alley. And I definitely want to try out Warlock at some point too.
Yeah, I know we kind of talked about it last week. But yeah, like I said, if like right now, I don't have any current intentions of going back to the game, but that's because I got a lot of stuff that I'm playing or I plan on playing. So unfortunately, I don't have time to get back into Diablo 4. But that doesn't mean I can't get back into it in the future. And if I ever do come back to the game, like I said, I plan on playing the Rogue because I always wanted to play that class. Because I was playing the Druid class first, the one with the bear and stuff. And you know, I'm happy that the game seems like it's doing better. Cause man, when I left Diablo, I'm not gonna lie, people was shitting on the game. People was playing different games, like Path of Exile. They were like, "Oh my gosh, Path of Exile is just doing everything Diablo could wish they could do," and stuff
I
like
remember
that.
all that shit.
So, you know, you never really want companies to be doing bad. And plus, if Diablo's doing good, then that means Path of Exile has tougher competition, which also means they're gonna have to do more good shit too. So I think all in all, this is a net positive for all parties involved. And, you know, I think this is very good on Blizzard because Diablo is one of their like babies, right? So
Yep.
you kind of need games like that. You know, the games that kind of make up the identity of your company. You want them to be in a positive space with the, you know, the gaming masses. So
Perimeter clear.
from what I'm hearing, you know, this is a good thing they got going on. So hopefully they keep on keeping on.
I agree. We need this more in gaming, to be honest. You know, sometimes games don't launch the best, but you know, show us you care. And you know, if you show us that you care, half the time, you know, we might just stick around just because the fact that you care so much and you believe in your game makes me want to believe too. But the minute you just launch a game and it look like you just trying to take a quick buck out of me, I'm not gonna stick around, and I'm not gonna come back afterwards when you got something else to drop. You know, a lot of studios like to do that.
Shout out to Parappa the Raptor, man. You gotta believe.
But speak of the devil, you know, we do got Dracula. Well, not really Dracula, but vampires with Blood of the Dawnwalker. You know, they're now ramping up their marketing. They've got a lot of trailers that came out. They did like a big developer.
Isn't that game supposed to be coming out soon?
Yep, this year, sometime in the fall, I believe. You know, they did a big developer kind of stream or video, and they did like a big overview covering the game. And I just thought we could look at the story trailer real quick. You know,
Is this the game with the guy that could like turn into like he's kind of like a vampire and you could like do good and bad things and stuff like that?
Yes, I know there's two separate vampire games that have come out relatively recently, and one just released not too long ago. And when they were both announced at the same time, a lot of people were kind of confused. So I'm pretty sure that's the one you're talking about. But this is the one that is published by Bandai Namco, so you know there was some budget behind this one. I'm actually pretty excited about this game because it's not too often you get like an open world vampire game. You know, I can't remember the last time we had one. I know we've had some decent vampire games in the past, like Vampire. We've had Castlevania. I'm talking about Castlevania, the 3D version, not the platformer. And aside from that, Vampire the Masquerade 2. So not too many. This is the one, right, Nano?
Yeah, I think this is the one I was talking about.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting this day one.
So, if I'm being honest, my sights were never really on this game. It's kind of one of the games that's just gonna come out and I'm just gonna see what it does. It wasn't a priority for me, but I still want to see if it could do good just to see what people are saying about it. And from the looks of the trailer, it looked like it got some good potential, man.
Oh, don't worry, man. This is definitely a game that was gonna come out, and I was gonna look to see what it does because I'm gonna get right into it. The combat, I very much like the idea of it being directional combat, where wherever you aim your analog stick, that's where the sword goes, that's where it blocks. It's gonna take a lot of skill when you fight these bosses. So
I'm not gonna lie, Sammy. This looks like it's the narrative is gonna be strong with this one.
yep.
I like the voice acting and stuff. Kind of reminds me of like Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings and whatnot.
Yeah, a little bit. Like I said, Bandai Namco is the publisher for this game, so I'm pretty sure once they saw the first reception for the trailer that came out a while back, they was like, shit, we got one here, boys. And, you know, they're like, take everything you need for the budget. We got you. They came in there with a checkbook, a blank checkbook, and it's like, print whatever number you need. Cause this, and you know what, Nano? The combat reminds me of Deliverance, Kingdom Come.
Okay.
When they're explaining it, because I know Kingdom Come Deliverance has the same kind of combat in terms of directional combat. And that all originated actually from, you know, Mountain Blade. If whoever is familiar with that series.
I'm looking at the comments. This person is saying art style, the sound design, and the textures remind them of Witcher 3 a lot, and it makes them hype.
You saying this Game of Year contender already?
Hey, listen, if you look at the comments right now, they're saying Witcher, bro.
Witcher, but with vampires.
Yeah, and I know people loved Witcher.
Hey, but if you're excited about this, Nano, you're gonna be excited with what else we got to show. And for years they've been teasing this, they've been talking about this, but now it's real, it's coming, and it's Black Flag Resynced. And we got a trailer for that, and we can watch that. How do you feel about that news, Nano? Have you played Black Flag?
I'm not gonna lie to you, Sammy. I know you just hyped that shit up, but I have never played an AC game a day in my life.
Well, you gonna play this one? How about that?
I don't know about that one, bro. I don't know about that.
You're gonna play Black Flag.
Listen,
I know Caleb's played Black Flag.
Shout out to the AC. I know it has some hit or miss titles.
Oh hell no! Nah, Angel saying it's trash.
I haven't played any Assassin's Creed games. I'm a Prince of Persia head. You know, they need to focus on that. All these damn Assassin's Creed games.
I'm not gonna lie. I wanted that Prince of Persia game too. I almost cried that it got canceled, but shit, yeah.
That's my game. That's one of my favorite games of all time. I beat that game like 10 times, bro.
We was on the same type of time, Caleb. I know. Don't worry. I was there with you.
Rest for a moment.
We played that games and we cried about canceled games.
They're like y'all want to talk about slop. They like their Assassin's Creed slop.
But this one, I think, was much needed because this one was the best in the franchise, arguably. Like a lot of people like to say Assassin's Creed 2, but Black Flag.
You said Black Flag was the best one? There's no fucking way.
Black Flag for sure.
I think the first three were the best ones. The trilogy.
The trilogy was good, but four was arguably like a big step. It like changed everything.
From what I hear people love the originals, and I hear mixed things about 3, but
yeah, 3 was the middle child, which is weird because it's the third one. Yeah,
I do hear that people did enjoy Black Flag though, and I know one of the bigger things about the game is riding in a boat and you know.
And that's what they thought they could do in Skull and Bones,
Perimeter clear.
which we ain't gonna talk about, even though they got some news lately. We ain't gonna talk about Skull and Bones. Come on, man.
Stay on.
That sound like a hater. Damn.
I'm hating on the game. It's just that the fact that you're Ubisoft and you made Black Flag and you were supposed to make a pirate game that was similar to Black Flag, but you made a what do you call it? A ship simulator where you just sit in your ship the entire time and everything you do, you're sitting in your ship. Like, that's crazy to me.
Wasn't that game supposed to be the quadruple A title?
Yes, that's why we ain't touching that game.
Them so. But
this is quadruple A gaming.
For AC, for Black Flag Remake, I'm not gonna lie, Sammy, I'm still not interested in it, and I probably won't play it. But I'm happy for the people that always wanted to play this game, or people that played the original and are looking forward to the remake.
Well, I appreciate that sentiment. You know, it's never too late for you to come to the Assassin's Creed side, Nano. I know Angel don't seem like he cared too much, but it's never too late for you either, Angel. Don't worry. You can always come back.
That's crazy.
Hey man, shout out SEO, man.
Yeah, SEO was that nigga, and he will forever be that nigga. That's the only one I know, bro.
Nah, Altair, man.
And Altair. Those are the two main ones, man. I don't give a fuck about anybody else.
Peace be with you, Altair. But yeah, so we got another trailer here. When I saw this, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of gave me. It's crazy that I'm saying this, but it kind of gave me Scalebound vibes.
Man, I watched
without
this shit yesterday, bro.
Without the Scalebound.
Bro, this
What did you
thing
think?
is kind of like Earth Defense Force, bro.
A
Bro,
little bit.
bro, it's like Earth Defense Force
With some Scalebound in it.
Scalebound. Maybe.
I think this is
my
right
man.
up Caleb's alley. When I saw this, I was like, this looks like something Caleb would play.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, put up the trailer, Angel. Let Caleb see. I think after Caleb watches this, he'd be like, yeah, I might check this out. Oh, by the way, Caleb,
Definitely 80.
I was actually sitting down and watching some of your old videos, man. You funny, man. You funny.
Oh, word, what you see?
What was the video called again? The flash drive, something like that.
Oh man. A little college project, man. Try to do a little chase scene.
Yeah, it was hilarious. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, this shit is definitely Earth Defense Force, bro. But with other giant creatures
Okay,
that were
looking
insects.
Yeah, I can see myself playing this game.
I told you, man. Oh,
I like my big giant kaiju monsters.
Yeah, man, got some EDF from Pacific Rim going on.
Yep.
BeastLink, okay.
But when I saw the guy transform into that, I was like, wait, hold on. So now you can turn into the animals too? While on the same topic with like dinosaurs and stuff, we got another trailer called WilderDark or WilderDark, I guess. It's supposed to be a horror like Jurassic setting game. Even though there's supposed to be a horror Jurassic Park game coming out, this is not the same one. But I guess this is gonna be competing with that game. We'll see which is the better Jurassic Park game. I'm glad to see these type of games come out now because honestly, you can't tell me the last time we had a good dinosaur game.
Weren't they supposed to be coming out with some Tarot game?
Yep, the Tarot remake. That's gonna be coming out too. So we're gonna have 3 dinosaur games to play. I mean, technically, we kind of had something like that with Evolve, but you know, 2K got rid of that game.
So I can't really give my opinions on this game because I need to see gameplay. But for those people who are into the dinosaur like games and fighting dinosaurs and stuff like that, you know, they might be eaten. Might be eaten.
We got the trailer up already.
Shit, bruh, every time you post the trailer, I just watch it on my own, on my phone.
Oh, okay.
So.
After this one, we got a movie-based game. I haven't seen a movie-based game in years. Not since they used to drop a movie and then within like 6 months, the game would come out for that movie. Some of them were good and then the other ones were bad. It was more hit and miss, but you know, there was some hidden gems and some bangers back in that era of gaming. I know the King Kong one was a good one.
Hold on, yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
Yep. The next one we got, you know, this one is the War of the Worlds, Siberia. So for those of you who watch War of the Worlds, this one is like, well, I guess it's the only game that has War of the Worlds, but this one is based on like the aliens coming down and invading Earth, and then, you know, those giant tripods that come and abduct the people. This is that. So I've been hearing about this studio working on this game for a while now, and the fact that now they got a trailer out, it's kind of excited me. Like, I was a big fan of the movies, and I definitely want to check this game out. I don't know if I'm gonna get it day one, but I'm definitely gonna play it eventually. Like, look at it. It actually looks pretty decent. Like the giant like tripod or whatever is, it looks pretty good. So a bit of a different pace now. We got something coming out of Sony Studios or PlayStation Studios, which is Horizon Hunters Gathering. So there was an announcement a while back for the game, but now there is a closed beta test number 2 that's coming up between May 22nd and May 25th. For those of you who are interested in playing this game, that is the time frame in which you have to play this game. I think that's the weekend, actually. The 22nd, I believe, is a Friday. And from what I remember, this game is something like a Monster Hunter game. So we could just see that trailer real quick. Caleb, you gonna be playing this? Because I know you a big Horizon fan.
I play all the Horizon games I can.
Did you play the Lego one that came out?
Not yet. I've been, like I
said,
said,
Switch, actually.
I haven't been able to get so many games, man, because they all $80 now, man. So.
You saying they pricing you out?
Yeah, man.
But it's crazy because a lot of people are saying this is the next Concord, and this game's gonna shut down within a week or something like that.
Negative.
I don't know how I feel about that sentiment.
Did you ever play Concord?
I've never played Concord.
I actually played it. I had fun with it. I like my hero shooters. Was it the best hero shooter in the world? No. Got some good things.
But shutting down in a week is crazy, Caleb. You can't deny that.
That game could have lasted longer. They just didn't get the sales they wanted, and so they just shut it down. But if they really wanted to, that game could have been like online servers for like a year if they really wanted to. Hey, the game looks good. The Hunters and Gatherers. That game looks good to me.
Yourself playing?
I can see myself playing that, yeah.
Okay. And then for those of you who have ever played NBA Street, you know, we have a treat for you because Street Ball is coming back. I know it's not EA that's making it. That's probably a good thing. But, you know, the fact that we're getting another game of that caliber, I think is a good thing, because those are the times where sport games were really running things. You know, we had FIFA Street, we had NFL Street, we had NBA Street. Not sure if there was an NHL Street, but there was a lot of Street titles back in the day, and they were all bangers. So getting an NBA Street again is nice, but it's not NBA Street, it's NBA The Run. And maybe they might have gotten a little, you know, hint of success from how they can make some money off of basketball games or sport games. And maybe this is a spiritual successor to NBA Street, but I'm excited to see Street Basketball is back again.
Yo, having an NBA Street game with LaMelo Ball, man, that's crazy. Crazy, not too long ago, he was 14. Triple
Right.
B.
Playing for his dad.
But I mean, it makes sense. Usually, like, those kids, they be like in AAU their whole life and stuff. Like, yeah, they're gonna, I mean, you do something long enough, you're gonna get good. So, you know, people can talk all they want about LeVar Ball, but he got all of his sons in NBA or professional basketball at some point. And yeah, that's dope. But yeah, I mean, the game looks, from the trailer at least, the game looks dope.
Have you played
this
NBA
game?
Street?
This game gives me heavy NBA Street vibes. Heavy.
I'm telling
Heavy
you.
on the
I'm
NBA
telling-
Street vibe.
I'm wondering if there's game breakers. They're probably not called game breakers, but I'm wondering. Because the alley-oop is straight NBA Street.
I won't play.
And then like the aura that they have, it's like
Yeah.
the aura. That's NBA Street right there too. Like it's like I see a lot of like similarities watching this.
Yup, the DJ. I was loving the DJ announcing everything. One thing about NBA Street is the announcer has to be on point. If he's not on point, like I can't vibe.
Like, you can tell the studio had heavily influenced by NBA Street.
Yup, and I can't wait to play this game. This looks like fun. You know, it's a breath of fresh air from playing the usual 2K. And
Yeah, I won't get 2K, but I play this game.
Yeah, this actually
He
looks
might
fun.
be.
I'm actually caught that because I used to fuck with NBA Street heavy. I'm not a sports
which one
game
did
type of guy. And I played NBA Street 1 and 2, I believe. And those are my
okay.
shits.
I actually got into the series with 3, but then my cousin, she had the GameCube and she had 2. And then I just love playing 2 because I think with the GameCube version, at least, you can play all the like Nintendo characters like Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach. It was kind of different. But yeah, I definitely want to get into this. But, you know, aside from the nostalgia, I guess we're still on nostalgia, we got a sequel to Alien Isolation. Have you guys actually played Alien Isolation?
Nah, but I know it's kind of more of like the horror type game when you're like kind of by yourself going against like the alien, and the alien could like go through the little like vents and stuff, and you could crawl through the vents too. I've seen some.
And if you made noise too, the alien could pick up on that and find you.
Yep.
So there's actually a teaser trailer that we could show for the sequel, and I'm actually excited as hell about this because if it's anything like the first one, I think we're in for a treat here. And I'm definitely playing this.
Did you play Isolation?
No, but I'm playing this and Isolate. I have Isolation. I just never played it yet. I was always thinking about like possibly streaming it, but I was like, man, I ain't trying to stream it and have myself look kind of goofy.
Damn, and this is a sequel, so that means the last one did good.
Very good. Shout out to
I
Sega.
know-
Sega
I
be
know
on shit
people-
lately, bro.
I know a lot of people stream this game, I think.
They did.
It's probably like a great stream horror type game, kind of like
Yep.
Outlast. Hey man, listen. I think it's great for the people who are fans of the first one. So
Most definitely. Are we able to get the teaser up, Angel?
I already did it. Did you not
Oh
see it?
shit.
okay, it's only like 20-something seconds.
Yeah,
it's just weird.
that shit was
Okay.
like done in 2.5 seconds. I'm like, okay.
All right, no problem. But that's not the only Aliens news. For all you alien heads out there, man, there's an Aliens Fireteam Elite 2 trailer releasing tomorrow. Yup. They coming out with sequels everywhere. So that game must have did really good, because the fact that it's getting a sequel already, and that game didn't come out not too long ago, Sega's on their shit. How do you guys feel about the Alien franchise getting this much play and this much love?
I think it's good, man. I always think it's good when Alien and like Predator and stuff get some shine, man. Some of the old school monster movies,
Yep.
you know.
Yeah, I think it's good. I watched some of the newer Alien and Predator movies, and they've been really good. That new Predator Badlands is good. It's like an animated Predator. Like they're like, hey, we got a multi-million-dollar franchise, and they're bringing it back. Kind of like how Star Wars, they coming out with their new shows and movies. It seems like Alien and Predator are coming out with their stuff, and it's been good so far. So it's good to see that they still got some more stuff.
Hold on, Alien Fireteam Elite 2.
Mhm.
Isn't this the game when you're playing
That's the Fireteam Elite.
and it's like 4 of you guys?
Yep. It's like it plays like Left 4
Okay.
Dead.
I remember this
You
game.
see aliens.
I never played it, but I heard about this game. Shit. Shit. I actually think this is dope that Part 2's coming out. Multiplayer. Wait, was the first one co-op?
Yep.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are gonna gravitate to this game then.
What the last trailer that we got to show you, and then we could talk about the Nintendo Direct, is ShatterRush. This is definitely a spiritual successor of Titanfall 3, because we didn't get a Titanfall 3, so I guess this was a Titanfall 3 we've all wanted. The studio said, I'll do it myself, and this is what we got. Shout out to the dev team, Tetra Studios, behind ShatterRush, because they're giving us Titanfall 3. And this is also free to play, guys, so if you're interested in checking this out, do it. You don't gotta pay.
Hopefully people don't cry because
Tower.
too much movement.
I like how the game has destructibility like Battlefield. Is this a PC only game?
I think so right now.
Oh,
but
dang.
I
So you gotta
believe
get your
it's
Steam
coming to
machine.
console.
Right.
When it releases, it's gonna come to console.
It needs to be, yeah. I think a game like this, if you're trying to be like Titanfall, man, you kind of,
This does look fun as hell, though.
yeah, you want your player base to be kind of big. Hopefully it could, get some people on the game off of Titanfall back, man.
Man, I don't
Look, it looked good
what
though.
the
It looked
hell
good.
they were thinking by not man, I don't know what EA was thinking, not dropping Titanfall 3.
Pretty sure we'll get it one of these days.
Yeah,
Maybe not in our
once they realize-
lifetime, but
That's crazy.
Isn't it always crazy whenever you're asking, you know, people are clamoring for certain games, but the devs are like, nah, we don't want to make money.
Yeah, but Angel, I guess the last thing we could show is the direct for Star Fox. I know Nano had that.
That's a good point. Nano just said, hey, you know, people be asking for games and they be like, no, we don't make money. That's kind of how I feel with F-Zero. It's like, y'all can remake Star Fox 64 5 times, but then y'all can't come out with another F-Zero game or a remaster. Like, come on.
Literally the top comment is talking about F-Zero, bro.
Damn. Was that
Yeah,
you?
they just keep making this. They just keep making the same game, Star Fox game, with just updated graphics to the, you know, from the Wii to the Switch to the Switch 2.
I
but
wonder
it's like
if
it's
they're
the
not
same
doing
game.
that because they don't want it to compete with Mario Kart.
Bro,
But
it's two
it's
different
doing.
types of games, though.
I know,
it's-
but then it would still compete with Mario Kart because it's a racer.
Yeah, but they would make money
Mario
from that 'cause
Kart.
Nintendo owns both of them, so it's not like it would.
I know Nintendo owns both of them, and Nintendo's been kind of weird lately. We can all agree.
Nah, man. They need to stop fucking around and make F-Zero, bro. Like, it's not even like there's not a player base or people like not talking about the game, bro.
Don't worry, Nano. Just tell Tetra Studios you need another F-Zero. They'll probably make it for you.
Hey, listen. I low-key think F-Zero is being made right now because of F-Zero 99.
We'll see.
Yeah, that was them
But yeah.
seeing if there's enough interest.
Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking. But hey, man, you know, I guess on to the direct. I think it was pretty smart having like Fox and the games release kind of line up in a way, because now it probably pique more people's interest, and for the younger audience, they're probably like, oh snap, this game for the Switch 2 was the Fox that was in Mario, so maybe they're gonna be, you know, they're gonna be more interested in the game, which will bring new eyes to it. So I actually think that was pretty smart. And I believe this is supposed to be a remake of Star Fox 64, which was extremely goated.
Why they all got the same drip?
Because they're part of the same team.
It sounds like somebody's fan is going off or something.
Yeah, but I mean, like, they couldn't have a different hairstyle, and like, I get the T-shirt, but like, everyone wearing the same. I feel like this man just got that shit from the last guy that was just speaking. Here's my shirt and here's my vest. Put this on. Or here's my shirt and my jacket. Put this on.
Oh yeah, you talking about the dude talking?
Yeah.
Hey man, listen, they wanted to be they wanted to ditto the drip, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. Okay. I've never played a Star Fox game, so nor will I ever because I'm not getting a Switch. But I'll definitely watch you guys play this.
Yo, let me ask, yo, Caleb, what do you think about the designs?
It looks
Yeah, this
interesting.
was good.
Y'all don't hear those? Have y'all seen the video? It sounds like just like some engine noises going off in the background. I don't know if that's Angel playing a game.
Yeah, I think it's Angel playing this anime game, this gacha game. And
The designs, I guess it looks more realistic. I don't mind it. I think Fox looks alright. I don't know.
Man, the graphics look good. This is a Switch 2 for real?
Yeah, Switch
This
2.
ain't no damn Switch 2. This is on PC.
Switch 2,
This is
man.
on the Switch 2 PC emulator.
Falcon.
The Switch 2 don't got bad graphics, bro.
I know it, no, I'm
more
just messing with
realistic.
y'all, man.
That's what I said, Caleb. It looks
Yeah,
more
it's pretty
realistic. Now, here's the thing, though, because up to
Okay.
now.
My issue with it looks more realistic, but the gameplay still looks like outdated.
Old school.
Yeah, like if y'all gonna
Yes,
do that, update
I agree.
and reinvent the gameplay.
Well, did you? I agree. But they do announce. Wait, they watch the direct, Caleb?
No, I haven't watched it.
Yeah, they do show like some more cool things. Like it has like online battles and stuff like that, and that actually looked pretty fire.
That's cool.
But
guess
nah,
it's
I agree
for a
with you though.
game-
I think they should add more mechanics to make the
like
gameplay.
mechanics that they could have put in the game, but maybe they didn't have the ability to do it with the limited technology at the time. It's like 2026. It's not 1996. So they definitely could have did something too, especially if it's going to be the same game. You mix up the formula a little bit, like add.
Funny.
What you mean, 100?
Not
I used to be a big
1996.
Nintendo fan, bro. But over the years, I've opened my eyes to their effery. like just putting out nostalgic slop just doesn't do it for me anymore. So you gotta add something to it. So. They could have did something where you could be in the cockpit view, or they could have I don't know, just think different things, man.
Innovate.
Yes.
I agree with you. I definitely think they could have innovated on some stuff, but I guess they're trying to keep it as one-to-one as to the original as possible.
If this means maybe in the future they, maybe they're trying to get in their Star Fox bag, they're realizing, wait, we actually have IPs, let's use them. Star Fox was in the new Super Mario Galaxy movie, and obviously they're trying to modernize Fox and this game, so maybe they're like, okay, let's start making some Fox games, let's do something with the IP. If that's the direction they're going, I'm cool with it. But
that's what I think. That's exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking they're gonna try to play it safe with the remake, and then when they make a new Star Fox game, like an actual, I think they'll add a lot more mechanics.
Yeah. But hey, if you never played a Star Fox game before, this might be a good entry for you. But I guess it's my criticism of this is like another way for them to milk. Like if they come out with this, like the third rendition of this game, just a way for them to get $80 from a game they've already made before. So
that is true, but I mean, it is an old as hell game, so I'm not against it being remade for the Switch too.
If they're gonna remake anything, give me fucking Donkey Kong 64 remake. Who said that?
Hey, apparently there's some rumors that Zelda's Ocarina of Time is getting remade.
It's crazy.
You never know, you might get that DK64 remake.
I just overall I think what a lot of these companies are doing is they're remaking games graphically, but not, like you said, not mechanically. And I think they need to do that. There's graphics weren't the what's it called? Graphics weren't the only thing being held back by those older consoles. There are mechanics that were limited as well. But we're 3D. Y'all got the engines. Y'all got the capability to do things.
I feel you. One thing I am kind of interested though is if whenever they make another Smash game, if they're gonna be using these visuals for the because they look more realistic, but and I don't think it's a bad design. The only thing is we're so used to them looking so animated, so more cartoonish.
Yeah, it's gonna be the next Smash if they do make another Smash. It's gonna be interesting because I mean, even Donkey Kong has a new look, and I'm just like, which version they gonna use? Like, hopefully not the movie one. You know, if they do the new game one, that'd be all right. But like,
Because in the way they typically do it for Smash is they'll take the most recent version of the character and put them in the game.
yeah, I mean,
That's
they
what
can't
they
stick
did to like
on.
Ganondorf and Link and Zelda and stuff.
Yeah, the characters evolved from the 64, the GameCube to the Wii version. So yeah, it'll be interesting. Yeah, maybe like the anime characters look more realistic too. It'll be interesting to see a Smash Bro, like a hyper realistic Smash Bro. That'd be interesting.
You want a Jump Force, but in the Smash version?
Something like that, yeah.
How you feel about that, man?
And Jump Force actually wasn't, you know, or yeah, I don't think it was a bad game. I had fun with it.
I mean,
That's a whole nother conversation.
as long as they can make it look good and still keep its feel.
Super Smash Jump Force?
You can seamlessly swap to mouse-controlled targeting for intuitive aiming and steering.
Yeah, I think visually, this game looks pretty good. I'm probably gonna buy it just because it's been a long time since I played the OG Sniper Fox.
Oh, they do have a cockpit mode. Okay, I was just about to say. Okay, they had a cockpit.
Yeah, man, you know they had a little something.
Something.
But I kind of want to support the game because I want them to see that people still
Want more than Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And it's something else for the Switch. You know, you got Donkey Kong, you got Mario Kart, you got Star Fox, you got some Kirby. So, hey, you know, you can get into your IP bag. The only IP
really
that, you know. Yeah, so,
Seeing this makes me think they could get some Star Wars up on the Switch.
ever since the Force Unleashed had different versions for the Wii versus the Xbox, I'll never buy a Star Wars game for the Switch unless it's like a Switch exclusive. But,
It's always been like that with Nintendo. I remember back in the day, you can get like the Harry Potter games, and it was different when you got the Harry Potter game on the Game Boy.
it was a whole different game, watered down and everything. Like it was nah.
Yeah. That's the same thing that happened to the old Burnout game.
Yeah, right.
If you played it on Nintendo, that shit would look like newspaper.
Yeah. Nigga.
It was the same thing with the Spider-Man games. I was like, what the hell is this shit?
Definitely a whole different.
Yo, if you was a Nintendo gamer back then, they hold your ass, bro.
Yeah, they did, bro. It was crazy because I remember going to GameStop Funko Land. I went in and they had a Force Unleashed demo and I played. I'm like, yo, this game is amazing. Then I got it for the Switch and none of that was there, bro. It was like, what am I playing? It's like they took out so much, man.
Damn, man. Man, look what Nintendo did to Caleb. They get this man nightmares.
We're grateful that you continue to support the series for more than 30 years.
Oh, bro, you could play a Nintendo 64 controller on this shit, bro.
Okay. If your Nintendo 64 controller don't got no damn stick drift.
Nah, I'm pretty sure they're probably gonna sell. So they might sell some for this.
With anti-stick drift, I hope.
Wait, hold on.
Come in, Star Fox. This is Corneria Defense Force Headquarters. Do you read?
Loud and clear. James McLeod here, General.
Yeah, I'll definitely probably fuck with the game.
Of any suspicious activity, we'll let you know what we find.
Proceed with caution. You're the first to set eyes on that place in years.
And I
you
think
need
this
to
game's
do
coming out
something
June
then?
25th
You're the only one I can trust. General,
or July 25th. One of them.
Something's jamming long-range comms.
So it's actually pretty close to releasing.
James, according to my instruments, the atmosphere is highly toxic.
and we're doing this job for next to nothing? We're supposed to be mercs, not chumps.
There's more at stake here than our bottom line, Big Mouth.
Yeah, sure.
General Pepper says his people have detected signs of activity on Venom's surface. He's concerned it has something to do with Dr. Andros.
It's been years since Andros was banished here, James. If the atmosphere is poisonous,
All the more reason to figure out what's going on. Dr. Andros made mistakes, and he paid the price for them. But whatever else he is a genius. Maybe he found a way to survive.
Our leader, such a bleeding heart.
Yeah, Sammy, you gonna need to get a Switch for this game, man.
Nah, man, I ain't getting switched.
where'd they come from?
Hey, get it while it's hot, man.
Hell nah.
It's not too late to become a Nintendo fan, bro.
Nah, if I'm gonna get a Nintendo console, I'm gonna go get a Wii.
It's not
Or
too
a
late to
Super
become a
Nintendo.
Nintendo, bro.
Nah. never that. Go get a classic 64 or Super Nintendo and get myself some Street Fighter. Oh yeah. That Marvel versus Capcom. The Marvel Heroes. Oh yeah.
Ain't no more going back in time, man.
Hey, Peppy, catch!
Play the real Smash Bros. Nano said none of that Smash Bros. Jump Force.
Nope. But I mean, it's pretty much at the end of the trailer. But all in all, I'm looking forward to the game. I'm hoping with the Super Mario movie, it'll be able to bring some like new audiences to the game. You know, put them up on Sonic, not Sonic, Fox, and you know, make it be known that Fox isn't just a Smash character. Unfortunately, my boy Captain Falcon is in that bag right now, but you know, thankfully somebody's still getting new games. But yeah, man, I mean, that's pretty much it for the direct. I mean, I guess, I think that's pretty much it for this episode. So, probably get into our final statements. And I guess to start off with me, man, great episode. I think we got some cool things to look forward to in the game realm, you know, especially with all the trailers we just watched. GameStop, I don't know what you're doing, but we got our eyes on you. And, you know, GTA, do not overprice yourself because you can, but it'll be nice if you just be humble, man. But that's my final statements, man. Mr. Caleb, Black Flash, on you.
Well, I can go instead of Caleb. I'm waiting on Dawn Walker. I'm loving Crimson Desert right now. Arc Raiders is my favorite multiplayer game to play. May 19th, you gonna see me in the streets of Japan. All right, the stream sniper is landing in Tokyo. Okay, But apart from that, like I said, Dawn Walker, I'm waiting for that game. A lot of games that we just showed you guys, and I guess maybe introduced to some of you out there who was living under a rock. So it's an exciting time to be a gamer. I know we said that last year in 2025, early in the year, but I'm saying this again in 2026. There's some games that are some bangers right now. Let me correct myself. There are a lot of games right now that are bangers right now. And the fact that we've had at least 2 every month is kind of crazy. So it's a good time to be a gamer. So don't be just live servicing up every game you can. Sit down and take a break, play a single player game, and enjoy gaming. Because, we're not going to have this forever. I'm telling you right now. Especially if, Bank of America wants GTA to drop for 80, which honestly, I can understand that. But then, other AAA publishers, studios, they want to do that too. Like I said, there's a couple of studios and publishers I think that could pull that shit out just because they have a monopoly on certain franchises or certain genres in gaming like sports. And I don't want to see that happen because then, other publishers are going to be like, well, I mean, if they could do that, we could do that. We own Harry Potter or we own Lord of the Rings. Like, no, it don't work like that. But, yeah, I hope that, Bungie can figure a way out of their funk and lock in for the rest of the year, but we'll see. And I'm just excited to see. I'm excited to see where gaming is going to take me this year. Hopefully, GTA 6 releases this year. I can see it being delayed though. See it being delayed. Again, most anticipated game for 2026. Caleb.
That shit's getting delayed, bro. Don't believe the hype.
What's up?
Final thoughts and statement.
Hey man, one of these. Hopefully, we can get my name permanently Caleb Black Flash and not ... But
C dot.
Hey man, yeah.
Seymour. I see you.
Yeah, they got.
Shout out to Seymour.
People gonna be like, "Who is C?" Oh, I don't know. But nah. Yeah. This week should be interesting for matches. But yeah. Hopefully,
I forgot to fix it.
But yeah, hopefully The Boys, watch The Boys. The Boys episode was fire.
I still gotta get that.
Yeah, it was crazy. But nah, good podcast, man. Good podcast. Final thoughts, I will not be paying $80 for any game but GTA 6. That it's not going to be the standard for me. That's the case, and now I'm just going to wait for games. But yeah, that's my final thoughts, man. Bank of America is trash.
Darrell's back. Watch your back.
So you, Mr. Angel.
All right, y'all. Great podcast, everybody. Y'all, a lot of great topics, a lot of good news. Y'all, we'll stay tuned. Weekend is divisions. We're gonna have some spicy matches. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I think on this front as well. I'll probably stream Friday or something like that. Probably stream some Neverness to Everness because that's the baby right now. Maybe I do a DJ stream too at the same time. You never know. Other than that, you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Happy Wednesday, everybody. If you guys like the content, like, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified whenever we go live. And we'll see you guys on the next one, y'all. Much love. You have a good one, y'all.
Have a good night, y'all.
Later.
Sorry about the crash.
So the stream did crash. I see like 2 videos.
Caleb did not like hearing that. No, we did crash.
Yeah, I don't understand what happened there.
I don't know. I just started realizing the shit was buffering. I was like, what the hell?
Like, my whole PC turned off. I don't have no idea why.
Sammy said, this gonna be an hour 30. This gonna be an hour 30.
It could have been, but you know, we did talk about Speedstorm for an hour.
No, don't blame Speed.
You're always blaming Speedstorm. You're always blaming Speedstorm, but Speedstorm was just not even a whole hour.
You mean it was a whole hour? Pretty much. What?
It was like 45 minutes. I was looking before we did the other subjects.
Okay.
So that means we talked the other subjects that weren't Speedstorm for almost 2 hours. So just, you know.
Still 2.5 hours. That's not bad.
Let's not blame Speedstorm now.
That's not bad.
I told you guys.
We just got
Stanley
on that, man.
is the biggest Speedstorm hater on this podcast. That's all I'm saying.
To give Sammy the benefit of the doubt, it did crash, so that did take up some time.